Hey East Coast, I just wanted to do a quick response video to your door security. Um, the way I used to do, we call these burglar bars where I'm from. The way we used to do it on the commercial doors on commercial rental property that I used to maintain and remodel from time to time. What we would do is we would simply drill holes from the outside of the door and put a really long carriage bolt that would stick out past the bar, and then we would actually create the bar. We would take some flat or square wall like this and drill holes in it. And then we would either put a bracket or something that the customer could, or the tenant could secure it with, or we would use wing nuts, big huge wing nuts on the bar. And those were usually for doors that were not used very often, that would lead into the alley behind the building. We had a pharmacy as one of our tenants, and we had two burglar bars, one at probably about 5 feet high, and then one probably at about 2 feet off the ground. And on the outside, you could see the carriage bolts. They would typically be about 6 to 8 inches inbound from the edge of the door on both sides. And they had an attempted break-in one night where somebody actually took a cordless drill with a hole saw, and they tried to drill through on the outside to drill the carriage bolt out. So, and they destroyed the door. It was we had to replace it. So what I did on that particular door, the replacement door, is I created 2 new burglar bars, and so I had 4 carriage bolts on the outside that somebody could see if they were going to try and attack the door. And then, just as a deterrent, I drilled, I think it was 6 extra holes on the outside of the door, and I put in just little 2-inch carriage bolts, and then I welded all the carriage bolts to the outside of the door. So when somebody came up to attack the door, they saw what looked like probably 4 or 5 burglar bars on the inside. And that particular unit never had another break-in attempt, because they would pull up and see that the door had multiple burglar bars on it, and they didn't even try. So what I noticed here with this particular setup that you've got, it may be nice and secure on the inside, but to the outside, some crackhead or meth head, they only see the deadbolt and the door, the actual doorknob. So what you might do is, just a thought, is you might go ahead and drill some holes on the outside and put some carriage bolts into the door. Wouldn't cost that much to do, and it's a good visual deterrent if they know what they're looking at. That's pretty common around here that you go to the back of a building and you'll see carriage bolts sticking in a door, the rounded head on the outside, and I think most thieves pretty much know what that is. So that might be something you'd want to add to this particular application. That's all I got. Talk to you later.